Stars have invisibility, don't they?
Yeah, I know, and they're all shit.
Fantastic.
Speaking of poop disappearing.
Just captured the moment that we disappoint Callan.
That's going on these socials.
That has to go on Twitter.
Thanks, buddy.
Well,
There's a man on a gram right there.
I mean, with his permission, of course. It does have his likeness on it.
No.
I'll blur it.
before we keep
Just do it.
going,
I'm a
I'm
gangster.
sorry, Mum, Dad, and my sister as well. In any case, last week,
We leveled up.
you did level up. Everyone is now level 3.
The best
we
level,
used to be-
objectively.
Number 2.
Supposed to say.
The highest I've ever been.
That is
I've never been better than I currently am.
incorrect.
Maybe cleric specific, or...
I'm just saying in general because this is the highest level I've ever achieved of this. It's a very, very low level joke. I am the highest level I have
Oh my
ever been
God.
because I leveled up. Was it? Oh, gee, was that bad? Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, dearie me.
Oh boy! All right.
I
Well,
have so many more hit
I
points
wish
after that.
we could go backwards in time and you could unexplain that joke for us.
Well, I
No, I like
didn't
my thumbs
elicit the
small.
response I was hoping for, and then I got confused,
but he kept trying anyway.
and then I just pushed even harder.
Like a good poop.
Well,
Like a good person.
look, we've already done the segue. We don't need to keep going back to it.
But when it's so good.
At the risk of maybe making this further off the rails, let's actually get into what we're supposed to be doing this week. Yes, you did level up to level 3, where a lot of people find that the class structure sort of starts taking off around here. People get their specializations. Casters get cool spells. I'm interested to see what you guys do going forward. You finally made your way out of this this fortress, and then just a couple of you have decided to leave camp and make their way back.
Yeah, we weren't really convincing about it, but we are leaving behind Carnelian and Horacio.
Yeah, the gig was up, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
he let you go.
It was a temporary thing. We'll be back.
And they disappeared into sort of like the morning fog, I would say. It's still dark. It's still sort of pre-perpetual dawn.
Fucking hell.
I'm gonna
I
keep
missed that joke last week.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
No, we didn't have one there. Got to do a second one to make up for it.
We'll see if we get to perpetual dusk. Yeah, and so you disappear.
Svieta, okay. I've been thinking about this. It's a name for a murdering duo.
Oh, yes, yes.
Dead X. Because I smash it all up, and then you deliver it to your god.
Where's the X come in?
It's like FedEx, but Dead X.
Scratch my head. FedEx?
Yes, I don't know. It's
Is that the Luskin company?
yes. They started in Luskin, but they've expanded rapidly.
Well, we can table that one.
Okay.
What about the Killers?
It sounds like the cool name for a band.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't know a musical instrument.
Maybe if we start, Carnelian's
Yeah,
good
we
at
should
music.
tell Carnelian.
We should start a band called the Killers.
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
Oh, you might get the wrong impression though.
Yeah.
But we should run it by Carnelian.
Yeah, we'll have a chat about
Yeah,
it.
no. Well, I don't know. Probably after the ritual, I'll be on a better headspace to come up with names with you.
We must be getting close, surely.
I think so. We've been on the run.
Just counting all the sponsorships that we'll never be able to get. Anyway.
Damn it, I wanted to get the Killers on board.
No, right?
We're going to do our theme song.
Don't forget about your catchphrase. You need one.
Oh, yeah.
When you smash someone's head in, you say a word or something cool. Like a
Look.
disco ball or whatever.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep thinking about it. I got a few things to think about now.
So much.
Wow,
Yes.
not that much room in my head.
It's pretty crowded up there, I suppose. If you got a
It's
little
my
man.
brain's so strong, probably.
Ooh, very wrinkly.
Yeah. My brain seps.
Well, yeah, I don't know if I can add anything to that.
Should you?
I don't think I should, to be honest.
So, as they're walking and talking and making their way to do the ritual, Horacio at this point had already sat back down and, he started packing up the things. But then he sort of I suppose... Well, Carnelian, you would see him stop what he's doing. Because I'm guessing... Because you got woken up as well. I'm guessing you're assisting me at this stage, or you're at least awake. You would see that Horacio stops what he's doing, kind of just drops some, part of the lean-to that he was helping to tie up, just drops it in the snow, walks over to his mace, and then just walks off into the mist.
Oh, shit.
Without saying a word.
Carnelian is there. I mean, you're now left with a pack of dogs without an alpha. You've got a bunch of equipment here. What you doing?
Excuse you, lack of alpha. Show these dogs who's boss.
Now's my time to shine.
He's obviously referring to Dogcliff, the supreme leader of the pack.
It's a past elf.
I'm going to
Yeah.
teach these dogs synchronized dance moves.
All right. Fair enough. There should be a handle animal check in there somewhere. Are you just staying with the camp?
Carnelian is going to call after him, but if he's heading in the same direction as Svieta and Wodun, then he won't fret too much about it.
Okay.
Oh, he will say, be mindful of the bear trap.
Dang it! Hey,
That bear
what
trap's
happened?
gone off like 3 times by now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Without saying a word, he storms off into the mist.
So, if you're staying, then I'm going to move this on a little bit. So it takes an hour or so. The weather starts clearing up, although the sort of fog does hang around. It's just not quite as pervasive. You are able to retrace your steps. You've been back and forward a couple times now, and the two of you, as far as you're aware, make it back to the stronghold that you'd left. You approach?
Do we see anyone? Have the people reappeared there?
You don't see anything, but it's like everything's... You don't hear anything, you don't see anything that looks out of the ordinary, but the front gate you can see is still open. It's now starting to become light again.
All right. I kind of want to grab Dirt's brother. What's his
Okay.
name?
So you then move up
Head
into
honcho.
the actual stronghold itself. What you find when you enter is there is a blood trail that leads from the room where you killed that the Duragar that tried to trap you and out
Nilda?
with some footsteps and Nilda. If you investigate around a little bit, and back to those rooms where where the barracks were, you can see some rope that had been chewed through, is the best way you could possibly call it, and in tatters on the floor. You don't find the person that you bound up, and you find, however, still the body of the undead ogre lying in a heap, and the only other body you see there is one of the Duragar that was in the cage that got stabbed by Wodun. That's it. Oh, and the spore servants as well. They haven't been touched.
No, I don't want to touch them.
It kind of makes sense that we use this guy. This is the exact guy that I was talking to you about.
The cage one?
Yeah, the cage guy.
Oh, yeah, actually that might be good because you've interacted with him and he was... was he a bad guy though?
Pretty sure he was a bad guy.
Okay, I believe you. The cage is unlocked?
Yes.
Yeah,
Or you can unlock it pretty easily, yes.
Yeah, I'll unlock the cage and heave the dead body over my shoulders.
Yep.
Do I have to make a strength check for that?
No, that's okay.
Svieta, can I help you with that?
No, I have to do it by
Okay,
myself.
okay.
Thank you.
All right, sorry, I'm still learning this. It's my first time.
You just
I'm pretty nervous.
killed them, it's fine.
It's your first time disposing a body.
Be gentle.
It's my first desecration.
So you heave this body over your shoulder and you begin to walk out.
Yeah. Back towards where that concrete structure was,
Where
the
the
first
bunker is?
pillbox was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of episodes back, because that was near the forest as well.
So you're on basically into a mountain. If you'd like to get to some woodland, you need to backtrack a little bit. There is sparse wood that sort of, it's not a full like forest or anything, but there's sparse wood that is like in the mountain's foot, and you just have to go back a bit because none of it's near where you are right now.
Okay, well, I'll walk towards this more popular.
Yeah. So it'll probably take you a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and so you were able to maybe backtrack about 20 minutes, and you get to at least a couple of trees.
All right. I'll just toss the body on the ground, and like make motion for Dogcliff not to sniff it. And I will reach out to the shovel that I've taken with me that was on my back, and just start shoveling like a pit, similar to what I did with Sam's body at the base of the tree. Like make like a little hovel in the snow until I get to like dirt, and make it deep enough so the body like can be covered by snow itself, or maybe like a bit more sunken into the ground, but right against the base of the tree.
Yep.
So I get to like the dirt and just like shove his body like quite violently against the tree, and try and bury it.
As you are doing this, Horatio strides out from the snow, stops maybe, I don't know, he walks straight past Wodun, straight towards you, maybe about 30 feet away, draws his mace, and just cries out, "In the name of Kellamvor, you must stop this sacrilege!" Then I cast Ray of Enfeeblement on you.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Jeez.
I thought Horatio wasn't coming. Do I have to make a check for that? Or a save?
It's a ranged spell attack, so I will make a ranged spell attack on you.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's a 15 to hit.
That is a miss.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Worst god.
I wouldn't have my shield
No,
out.
you would not have a shield out.
That's a hit.
Oh, damn.
So sorry, let me
no.
just unequip my shield.
So you would see in his empty hand, he stretches it out and just seems to draw forth this energy and just fires this beam straight at you. And as it hits you, it sort of envelopes your body, and you feel significantly weaker, and you like severely fatigued. But mechanically, you don't actually take any damage. But mechanically, you only deal half damage with weapon attacks that use strength. That's the mechanical part of it. But yeah,
So-
you feel significantly fatigued and your muscles feel heavy.
So it's like you've sapped of all your strength. Yeah.
And then I maintain the beam and continue to walk at you.
Let go of me.
And I repeat, "In the name of Kellamvor, stop this sacrilege!"
This is not for your god. Let go. And I'm gonna shift.
Okay.
So become a lot more feral looking.
Okay.
And like throw the shovel pitifully away because I have no
you just sort of
strength.
drop it, really. Yeah.
And like storm up towards Horatio as he comes face to face, I guess, with myself. And I'm gonna actually try and swipe you.
Okay. As you are approaching him, you would see that his eyes are this pale grey. There's no colour, no iris, no pupil. The entire eye is pale grey. Both eyes. So
And they've never been like that before.
you wouldn't have seen this before. And he's unblinking. He's just walked up, said, just boomed that out, Ray.
Alright.
And he's continuing to try and use the Ray on you.
I'll still swipe at you.
Yep.
But I'll shout towards Wodun.
Yeah.
He's possessed by his god. I'll make a unarmed strike.
So is that using strength?
It's just strength.
So what the mechanical thing's
Half damage.
half damage if you hit. Okay, cool.
Okay. 14?
14 misses.
So you just got to imagine that Sveta's like feeling the effect of that, like can't properly.
It kind of like hits the air in front of your nose. Like you just feel the gush of wind there.
I didn't even move.
And like I just hiss and like, stop this. Let me go.
Wodun, anything that you'd like to
Wodun will. He's like really taken aback right now. He was not expecting this at all. He doesn't have his shield or his weapon either, so he's just going to run and make a tackle at Horacio.
Sure.
I guess.
So that would be an attempt to grapple, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'll say
Yeah.
grapple.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's that? A strength check?
So for
or-
grappling, I believe you're trying to beat his either acrobatics or athletics with your athletics.
Good thing my athletics is really good.
It's the same thing it's the same kind of check as a grapple.
Yeah.
But on a successful shove, you can either push them 5 feet or knock them prone.
Yeah. Look, I'm okay with just the grapple attempt. So just do an athletics versus an acrobatics or athletics for. Okay, so
Athletics,
still
that's a
have to-
1.
Oh, really?
all right. So don't roll a 1.
I have. Well, my bonus is more.
Yeah.
I'll still roll. 19 on the dice.
Yeah,
21.
So you go to tackle Horacio, and as you said, you weren't moving or anything like that. It's almost like when you hit, you just feel your shoulder hit almost just solid, like unyielding, as if you've just tackled a pole, like a metal pole. Just unnaturally strong, and he doesn't budge.
Horatio, what are you doing? Stop this madness.
And as I sort of brush Wodun aside, Sveta's had a swipe as well, but missed. But he still wasn't paying any attention, and now his attention is turned to the corpse, and he will stride towards the corpse. And the ray is pulled off at this stage, but its effects last for a minute, just so you know.
Yeah.
So he's still feeling a little weak. And he strides towards the corpse, and I'm actually going to cast Gentle Repose on the corpse.
Okay, so
This corpse is to be judged like all corpses. And I'll cast Gentle Repose on the corpse.
all right.
What does that do?
Mechanically, nothing, but thematically, everything.
It actually has quite a
It
few
is
uses,
pretty
but
good.
yeah.
It's the target's protected from being decayed and cannot become undead.
Oh,
Essentially, it also
drama.
extends the time limit for if you wanted to raise them, but I don't think anyone's considering raising at this stage. So it's more about the they cannot be decayed.
The stopping decay is actually pretty important here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Svieta, whilst you maybe not 100% understand the ritual of what your deity does with the sacrifices you give, you're probably fairly aware that decay is a big part of the natural order of things, and so this stopping of decay or delaying of decay probably isn't something that you're super thrilled about.
Can I add? Sorry. As he's, well, I'll describe the gentle repose. He basically, after putting the ray of enfeeblement on Svieta, brushing Wodun aside, striding towards the corpse, reaching down, and you just see this like pure white energy. He's glowing brighter than you've seen him glow before, and then again the corpse starts glowing that brightly, and it has this. The flash ends, and then there's this very, very dim light that sort of remains on the corpse and borders, like almost like an edge, like a border around it. And then once that has been established, Horatio collapses.
I'm actually gonna kick you while you're down.
I do not resist. You've got two corpses.
I'm still like,
Nah.
I'm still, like after I see that he's cast, like I follow the spell and like I see that it's now like I guess cocooned in like sort of a light or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, that'd be a good way to put it. It's
Yeah.
very dim, like it's not glowing or anything. It's just this very dim light that seems to envelope it.
Yeah, it seems to have this unearthly effect on the... Like, whilst there's nothing you could point to say, oh, this is exactly what's happening, it just seems different.
Yeah.
It's got that corpse glow.
Yeah.
Corpse light.
I cast corpse light.
Yeah, I'll see that you've like dropped down to your knees and I'll like just
I'm like face planted.
yeah, I'm just like I'll kick you onto like your back.
No, what I mean is I'm
If
basically
you face plant, I'll just
I face planted. I'm basically unconscious.
yeah.
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 I'll still kick you.
Yeah.
I'll kick him so he's like his face isn't in the snow.
What's your strength score?
0.
Thematically,
It's like a tap.
Horatio, can you just take 1 point of damage for me? Thank you.
From the boot.
from the...
Well, it's basically I was going to say the blind leading the blind, but it's like the weak kicking the weak.
I'm the strongest. I'm going to have to find another body. Maybe I should use Horacio's. Maybe...
No, I didn't.
Or maybe... Dogcliff?
Whoa, don't you even look at him.
I need a sacrifice and he's fucked it up.
Blood for
I know,
the
I'm
blood
sorry.
god.
I'm sorry, it was supposed to be our first time. But
Look
I
what
don't-
he's done.
I know, I don't know what to say. I wasn't expecting this. I tried to stop him, but I slipped. I twisted my ankle.
It's always an excuse.
Look, we'll find more bodies. Can we like hunt a deer? Can it be a deer or something?
I haven't done an animal. Because animals... Well, they're not really evil. I suppose if there's a deer or something nearby, use that. If we don't want to use Horatio.
We definitely don't want to use Horatio. I'll say it again.
But you're on the table for Dogcliff?
No,
Fuck.
not him either.
Alright.
Probably more than Horatio.
We'll
A
probably...
single tear. No.
I hear you.
Look, do you have to do it every day?
No, it's just the best opportunity to do that. And I feel stronger, and God's giving me these powers, and I can't repay him yet. Rude. It'll have to wait then, I guess.
Without killing Horatio or Dogcliff, is there anything I can do to help?
Can you find something for me to kill? Or you to kill?
I'll find something for you to kill.
I guess we're only 20 minutes away from the castle.
Yeah, there's no other. So just so you know, there's no
Yeah.
other like bodies. There are undead bodies such as the Spore Servants or the Ogre, but I don't know if that helps you.
No, sorry. Well, I have to wait now. Just take this bastard and we'll go back to camp and help
Hey,
Carnelian.
there's a bandit camp somewhere nearby here. If we're lucky, maybe we'll get attacked by bandits.
Yeah. But you have to restrain Horatio afterwards.
Look,
If he's gonna pull that bullshit on again.
I don't know if I can with my sprained ankle. He's really strong.
I would like offer my hands. Do you need some healing?
No, I don't need healing. I cast False Alive.
So I'm going to say at this point, then, if you're not doing anything further with the body that you've put there,
No.
you're going to have to lug Horatio back to camp, which does sort of present a problem. It takes a bit longer. And Horatio, you're out for a couple hours.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I'm unconscious, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, I just rolled it.
How long does the ray of How long does this ray of enfeeblement last for?
1 minute.
Okay, well I'll wait for a bit and then I'll try and like fireman lift you over my shoulder.
So-
Unless you want to try, cripple boy.
Maybe I should to keep him away from you.
Which might be for the best.
Hey, I'll
Just take me to
I'll
a tree
take him.
and do it again. He'll do.
So what I'm going to say then is, after a few hours, Carnelian, you see peering out of the light fog a Wodun carrying Horatio in a fireman carry, as well as a Svieta that looks a little bit puffed just behind.
Puffy.
And they return to camp, although they don't appear to be saying much, I think.
No.
Not long after you return to camp, Horatio, you do come to.
What happened? Did you complete your task? You've returned.
I'll just stare at him.
What are you talking about, Horatio? What is wrong with you today?
You were right there.
What?
You attacked us from the bushes.
I what?
You came at us when we were trying to perform a ritual, and you went all like weird and gaudy.
Eyes went grey.
Well, I had a strange dream, but I thought it was just that, a dream.
You were shouting about Callan for, and you wouldn't let Svieta perform her ritual.
Oh, gods. And I'll just sort of look at the ground.
You don't remember?
Well, I had a dream, but I thought, as I said, I thought it was just a dream. I mean, I felt empowered, and I felt I had to do Kellenvor's work. I was being impeded, but I didn't allow that to stop me. And then I completed my work, and then I woke up, and I didn't realize that it was you. What have I done?
What did you think you were doing?
Well, the details weren't clear in the dream. I thought I was just acting on behalf of Kellenvor in the dream. But I remember at the end there was a warning as well.
One of the things you've given this sort of state that I'll say is you don't remember specific details as you've said. What you do remember is, like, you're saying that you're doing Kellenvor's work. So one of the things that you were doing seemed to be this menial task that you were somewhat familiar with in your limited time in the clergy, where you're preparing a body. You feel like your hands were moving as if they were made of lead, but you were cleaning, covering, and preserving a body ready for its final rest.
It's like I'd done, in the church. I feel like I was preparing a body. I thought it was just another dream because I'd done it so many times at the church. I didn't realize that I was actually doing it out here, and I didn't realize that I'd actually had the ability to perform that spell. I mean, usually I just prepare the body, and then a senior priest would come in and perform the actual ritual. But there was a warning at the end, and although he didn't say it in as many words, but I felt a warning to not shirk my duties any further, and that the time for ignorance was over.
It felt like in the dream that you had someone standing behind you, watching you, which is a very uneasy feeling. And just right at the end, the feeling you got was someone clasping your shoulder with a strong hand. No words exchanged, as you said, but that was enough.
It was certainly a feeling of do your duties. I mean, it wasn't a show of support at all. It was definitely a threat and a warning.
Well, I'll tell you right now, you got a warning from Svieta. I had to stop her from killing you. She was furious.
Really?
Yes, I probably wouldn't get on her bad side again if I was you. I'd give her some time, and you definitely owe her an apology.
Oh, gods. I trust your guidance and your judgment in this. I fear I've done something that I can never be forgiven for.
I'll have to find out from her.
Do you think it's too soon? Should I talk to her?
Yes, it's too soon.
Okay.
Stay over here.
Okay.
Carnelian, the camp has become unexpectedly busy. What are you doing at this time?
He would have been packing everything up and making preparations so that they can leave as soon as they got back.
Okay. If everyone's ready for that, I think I might continue then. I think Carnelian's done a whole lot of work to getting the camp ready and all packed up, so everything's on the sled.
And all the
dogs are ready, just needing a dog cliff to lead them.
Aren't we all?
You guys can now head. It's starting now to become mid-morning after. Whilst it was very early when you left, I don't know, say it's still fairly early morning. And you take off. I'm not going to make you, because there's no bad weather. I'm not going to make you make survival checks. So you head back in the direction of Kerkonig.
I will say I'm not sitting where I normally sit beside Svieta. I am very much sitting on the other side, and I've asked one of our other two companions to swap seats.
Carnelian will sit up the front.
Thank you. And then I'm also just clutching at the symbol and just staring at the snow.
A wise decision. Do you have like a holy book of some description?
Not a book.
Or a scripture or anything like that you would carry around?
I guess I'd have the little prayer book.
Yeah, something similar.
Yeah, a little quick reference, I suppose.
Something sort of compels you to pick that up and start reading, I think. If that's okay with you.
Yeah, no, I'll start flipping through the pages, yeah.
The trek is a little bit low, a few hours in. It's not dangerous. The snow is nice and clean. and you manage to make your way over to Caer Konig. You can now see the town coming into focus in the distance. Very soon you'll be there. What's the first thing you like to do when you get into town?
We should probably park it in front of the Eternal Flame lantern.
Northern Lights?
The Northern Lights.
I like yours better.
Yeah.
Thank you. I should know that. Yeah, the Northern Lights.
Okay.
And I'll take the lantern out.
So you've got like a sack of goodies, I guess,
Yeah,
at
I'll
this
just take
stage.
the sack.
Yeah.
And the goats.
Yeah, you've got
Oh
goats
yeah,
in
I
there.
forgot the goats.
One back, we ate the second on the way back.
Yeah. No.
I think the goats were for the, if I remember correctly,
Either the inn or the tavern.
The guy that we hate.
What?
No,
Didn't he lose the goats? Oh no, he lost the
He lost the
tavern.
pearls.
Right.
Yeah.
Was the two sisters?
The two sisters were after the Northern Light because that's the other
The
one.
namesake.
The hook, line, and sinker was missing the goats.
Alright. Actually, I'll take the goats to the hook, line, and sinker.
Okay. All right.
I'll just go by myself.
Okay. So, I am going to say, unless you would like to stop to talk to the owner, which is Glenn,
Glenn.
you can return his goats to him, and he's very grateful. He tries to get you to have a drink, although I'm not sure if you're in the particular mood to do so.
Maybe I'm in the best mood
Yeah,
to
that's
do
better.
so. I'll stay just because I'll stay away from the guys for a bit.
Okay.
So I'll stay for a drink or two.
First drink's always free. He sets it down in front of you. So the other three of you head into the Northern Light. You can see it's still fairly empty. And what you see over in the corner near where the fireplace is in the main sort of common area is you can see Trovis passed out on a padded armchair.
Speaker.
And all the while, Ali, one of the proprietors, is draping a blanket over him as he snores gently.
Just as she's doing that, there's that very brief flicker of Oh no, he's not dead. Okay, I don't need to do anything. All right.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm very zoned out. I'm not really
Horacio.
doing anything.
I mean, technically, it's better than the last time we found him. He's inside this time.
He's
No,
much
it was
quieter.
more. What I was trying to get at is it's more the act of her covering him with a blanket. He's like, dead? Oh no. Okay, nothing needed.
You're going to have to gentle repose again.
Yeah. Well, I hope not, because I'm tapped.
It's tapped.
As you arrive, she finishes covering him with a blanket and she turns to you and is like, oh, it's good to see you.
A nudge Horatio. Hey, Horatio, it's your girlfriend.
Oh, yes. Greetings. Yes.
Oh,
Madame,
yes.
you're missing
little-
a lantern.
You found it?
Oh, it's not all we found. But yes. The bag.
Sack. Yes, here. Here is your lantern. I reach into the sack and pull out the lantern.
Oh, gods, I can't believe you found it after all of that. Where was it? Who took it?
It was in a well fortified fort. The dwarves took it.
Durga.
The Durgars took it.
Durga?
Yes.
What a Durga?
You're not familiar?
I can't say that I am, no.
They are dwarves. They just tend to live deeper underground.
Oh, so it was dwarves after all. I suppose I owe Corey an apology.
They weren't
racist.
the local dwarves. They were.
Well, I would hope not. Thieving around here is very, very bad for the town's morale. You got to trust one another out here in the wilderness, you know.
Well, that's why I'm making sure that you're aware that it's. Well, they were dwarves. They weren't the regular dwarves.
Well, I'm still not looking forward to apologizing to Corey. Here, can I take it?
Yes, of course. Here is the lantern.
She gingerly takes it off you and sort of hooks it in her finger so she can sort of take a look at it, and you hear her say a couple of words and the lights start shifting and changing. Slowly, not quickly, just changing from colour to colour to colour. It looks quite beautiful. Almost looks a little bit like the aurora borealis that you saw last night. Very similar colours and sort of shifting patterns. Well, I have to hang this outside. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. You've sort of caught me out here. Look, I think, I think splendid work. You most certainly are welcome to spend some nights here if you wish. I've prepared some rooms for you, just in case that you were needing some on the way back. I have a couple of flagons of ale as well on the house.
Oh, now we're talking.
Is Horacio blushing?
I don't know. He's been very
Something like a real dweeb.
No, he's physically present, but his mind's elsewhere. So that's why he sort of. I know, like last time he was sort of stammering because he'd sort of. I think he fell in love for the first time, but this time it's because like the other things that we were doing, it's sort of become secondary in his mind at the moment. Okay. So yeah, he's a bit zoned out.
And so you see Ali leave and head back into the kitchens. She's sort of yelling for Corey, and you hear a bit of a muffled conversation. So Ali comes out with a couple flagons of ale and sets them down for each of you. Oh, did you find anything else? I know there's a few things missing in the town.
Svieta is taking the goats back to the hook, line, and sinker. And we did find some pearls, which I think belong to...
Was it the guy?
We don't care about his name.
Yeah, the guy that owned the camping store.
I feel really bad for forgetting this
Barry?
guy's name.
I
guys-
think I've got it here. Hang on.
Greg?
You guys kept
Greg?
calling him...
I got it. Hang on. Where are we?
Brian.
Hook, line, and sinker, Northern Light. Oh, I don't know his name. Fuck.
Do you happen to be
down.
the Frozen Fire expeditions where Atenas is?
Yes, him.
Oh, you found his things.
His beads.
Oh, I think he was missing a few things, but it'll be wonderful for him to get them back. You may take them, but if you wish, I can go take them for you.
No, I'll go do it after the pint.
It seems you've done a great service for the town. I hope that we won't be accosted anymore by thieves in the night.
I think that's pretty safe, man. We really taught them a lesson.
And you just hear from like the padded armchair. I don't know.
Shut up, Torvis.
Oh, no. Well, that's fantastic. I think a few people will be happy to hear that. If you will, we'll make you some breakfast. I know it's late morning, but I think you probably look like you're famished. Corey!
Sausage.
And she heads back out into the kitchen.
Sausages for people.
I mean, if they've got basically the aurora borealis localized entirely in their kitchen, I feel like there's only one thing that I can order, which is steamed hams.
No, true, yeah.
You mean steamed clams?
What I'd like to do at this stage is ask you guys what you're planning to do necessarily. You've solved the mystery of the theft of the northern light. You've been offered some room for free, for pretty much as long as you want.
Sounds pretty good.
Carnelian intends to not stay around for long, but before he leaves, he's going to make sure that as many townspeople as possible know that he helped.
Okay.
Carnelian, the kobold. Very important.
Very important. Okay.
Kobold helped.
No problem. So I assume you'd spend some time giving people back their equipment. Technically, I think the woodcarver's tools and the tackle also belongs to Frozen Far. But
I think you're fine. We didn't recover those.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that was most highlighted on there was the pearl. So you could just not give him that stuff. I would also assume the healing potion came from there as well. It's up to you what you decide to give back.
Oh, that's right. That bastard was trying to sell us healing potions for like 3 times the price.
Yeah,
and guess what?
Don't worry. Carnelian is composing a song called "The Hero of the 10 Towns."
All right.
An autobiography.
Yeah, exactly.
Svieta, if you have your drink, are you staying at the Hook, Line, and Sinker, or do you return to the Northern Light?
Yeah, I'll just have the one. I'm not going to fall for that sales ploy again.
Glenn seems to be not upset, just disappointed that you're leaving.
I'll thank him and hope he enjoys the mead.
And you get a warm welcome back from in the Northern Light from Ali as well, who relays to you that you can stay for as long as you like. Also gives you a flagon of ale as well on the house.
I'm going to decline.
How far was it between Kirkconnell and Cardinaval?
It was only a few hours. So if you wanted to leave today, you could probably make it before dusk. Although if you wanted to spend some time here, you can. Basically, I'm just to go through, I mean, when Trovis eventually wakes up, more sober than he probably was, you can explain to him what you found.
That was definitely going to be Carnelian's plan, was to wait for the speaker to wake up so the speaker knows what happened. So the speaker knows who happened.
Okay.
Carnelian did it.
And what you can see already, as you guys are giving items back, talking to Trovis, talking to people that own that property, you hear people talking, like murmuring, whispering when you go by. It looks like, and not in the sense of like hush hush, like don't let them hear, like are they the guys that solved the mystery, the case? Are they the Frozen Four? I heard two of them were the Icewind Desecrators. No, they can't be right. They're fairy tales. And you just sort of hear this general, people seem to be pretty happy. Their mood's gone up. Several of them still blame dwarves, but it doesn't seem to, like, it seems that the story about the Duragar specifically has gotten out and is starting to counteract that. What?
No, it's fine.
Okay. And all of you are being pretty welcome. Even Carnelian, a lot of people are pretty happy to talk to you. They don't seem to be giving you sort of disdainful or the looks you're accustomed to.
It might help that he is actually just 1/3 their size.
Yeah. Well, the looks that you're accustomed to, they're not giving to you. And so you guys are getting a pretty good reputation around town for solving the mystery.
Guys, I like it here. I love these people. Love this place. Oh, God. I haven't had this kind of enthusiasm since Luskin. Wodun's basically just walking around town, like, giving finger guns and, like, doing things that, like, you know, like, scratching the back of his head.
And you see a couple of, like, young girls, like, ooh, fanning themselves as you walk past.
Hey,
a couple of giggles.
Wodun's Wodun Detective Agency. You lose it, I'll find it.
And so you can decide to stay here if you like. One of the things I will remind you is that you do have, a bunch of dogs and a sled that belongs to Goodmead, which they're expecting back. But you could do anything from here that you'd like.
Is Trovis have anything else that needs doing while we're around here, or is there like a job board, bulletin board sort of thing?
I think you've solved the biggest case that's come through Kirkconnell in a while. Maybe you could help me with the mystery of where my missing beer is.
I'm sorry, we drank that all.
Oh, I'll have to ask the dwarves for more. Glenn! Let me an ale. He's like, Travis, he's across the road. I'll be back. And he just sort of like walks out of the Northern Light, and you see him walk into the Hook, Line, Sinker, and a chair goes up on the other side.
Can I ask...
No wonder he keeps getting elected.
Yeah. Can I ask Corey while she's like... I assume she's in the kitchen?
Yeah, so you could walk into the kitchen if you want. Like, you're... Normally in places like this, maybe you wouldn't necessarily be allowed in the kitchen, but Ali seems to be giving you guys pretty much free run of the inn.
Yeah, not workplace appropriate, so...
Yeah. So you get in and you see Corey, and she looks like she's got like a rolling pin, and she's rolling out some dough or pastry or something.
Yeah. I'll just go to her and be like, "Oh, do you have any sausages?
Oh,
can you mix them if you have any?"
Well, some fresh meat might have come in. The lamb was the last thing that I gave to everyone, and that's the last of our meat. But I hear there's a couple of goats over the road. Maybe Glenn will sell me a couple of shanks.
Yeah, I specifically sausages. Like, is that?
I can make lamb sausages.
Yeah, that would be good. You don't even have to cook them.
Ali, can you go get some sausages from Glenn? I'm sure he owes us a favor.
Okay.
All right.
I can just do that to myself.
That's right. You stay here. You've brought back our namesake. You don't have to do anything. Ali! Yes, all right. Going over now, Corey. And they just sort of like have this little sort of bickery moment, but like sisters do. And Ali leaves. Eventually comes back with a goat. Corey's like, taking this out back.
I'll take the body. No.
No, you need that for the meat.
Yeah, I know. It's probably not an evil goat either. I'll go into
It looked like a pretty sus goat to me.
I mean, like, the bone... Like, you could use all of that goat if you're going to make sausages.
No, I wanted it for
Would
a
I go?
sacrifice. But...
Well, they're only going to give you enough for sausage.
Yeah, no, so I want sausages. Yeah. I'll go into eating area, I suppose.
Yep.
Is Horatio in there?
I don't know. Where are you guys?
Where is Horatio and Wodun?
So, Wodun, I think you went out into the streets, right? And you're like waving and flexing.
Yep.
Carnelian, where did you end up going?
Carnelian would have taken the supplies back to the frozen fire.
Okay.
Tennis seemed to be very grateful that you at least returned some of the missing items that he had.
Most of the missing items.
He's a little bit
asked for the pearl.
It's true. He's like disappointed that he's like, oh, did you find anything else? And when you tell him,
We found some daggers and... Oh, we've got the sextant.
okay,
My name's Wodun.
then I will allow you to keep one of the items. Then, so like if you're returning something to him, he's going to say, "Is there something that I can get for you? Maybe, perhaps something that I would sell
One of those health
cheaper."
potions
I think.
for the return of your pearls. And these daggers, which I assume are yours.
And the sextant.
Oh yeah, and the navigator's tools.
What I'll do is I will give it to you for 25 gold pieces. Normally I would sell it for...
Here we go again.
Normally I would sell it for
Listen,
150.
Barry.
However, times are a bit tough and my other potions got stolen as well. I'll let you take the last remaining one and at least let me recoup some of my cost. I'll sell it to you for how much it costs me. 25.
I was selling it for cost, but how much money do I have? Because I did spend a fair bit here last time.
Oh yeah, you're so rich.
Make a counter offer.
Listen, Bill.
Okay, 150.
I'm not there.
You do know, and just so you know, like magic items, even common ones, are hard to come by out here.
Look, maybe I don't know if you know, but I pulls out the violin and like plays a couple bars. I'm composing a song about our journeys. Perhaps featuring prominently your store featuring prominently in a song that the bards will be singing might encourage you to. I'm not even saying for free, but like just a little bit, like 15.
15. Roll a persuasion check.
That's good. I like that.
That is a 20 total.
20 total.
Sorry, 19 total.
Okay. He'll look around, weigh his head up. Likes the idea of being in a song. 15.
Yeah.
Carnelian will...
Nice one.
Peel off 15 gold dollars.
Golden dollars.
And you have another health potion you can add to your inventory.
Nice.
Nice work.
I'm sure that when I next perform, you might expect some... Well, hopefully, once this winter clears up, you might expect some more favourable patronage.
Yes, once the winter clears up. One day. And so you can also then, if you wish, return to the Northern Light.
Yes, that is where Carnelian will be headed
Okay.
to afterwards.
So back to Horatio, I'd say Carnelian, rewinding a little bit. So Carnelian's just headed out to return the pearls. Wodun's just told Horatio to come with him and flex his biceps to everyone.
And gonna make Corey and Ali.
Yeah.
Gotta make them like bring up your rep, you know.
Yeah, but upon hearing that from Wodun, Horatio would politely decline, and he'd just remain at the tavern, and would just pull out the prayer book again and start reading it.
Okay.
Up to you. I mean, couple of bachelors out there, out on the town. Could have been fun.
Yes, but I feel like I need to just to get through these couple more pages. I'll catch up soon.
All right, see you, nerd. I mean, Horatio.
Oh my goodness.
Horatio, one of the things that you're feeling as well, you're reading through the prayer book, which helps. But you really want, what you really want maybe is some sort of like holy book of Kalemvor, like a scripture, like a proper doctrine that's been handed down. You don't have that right now. So maybe that's something to keep your mind on.
This is just a basic book. I need to get my hands on some more scriptures, I think.
And so everyone eventually returns one way or another to the Northern Light. You still have a couple hours in the day, so it depends on whether you want to set out or wait another day and set out in the morning.
Wayne's going to come stumbling back in late at night.
Yeah.
Obviously a bit tipsy, but not like Torvus levels. And he's just going to slump down on in the chairs nearby and
under the roaring fire. Oh,
yeah,
near the roaring
near
fire.
The hearth.
Yeah.
Are you guys in the room as well? Are you in the common area, or are you gone to bed?
No, I'm still there. Still reading.
What a day! So I'm thinking like maybe one more week here would be nice. What do you guys think?
Absolutely not.
Oh. What about Corey and Ali?
They're nice and everything, but I want to try and get my hands on a bit more material, I suppose. Some reading material. This book that I have, it's fine, but it's very short and it's very general. I think I need to dig a little deeper here. I think there's something in here.
I'll walk into the room because I was feeding sausages to the dog and be like, oh yeah, read more about Kalemvor.
Yes. So I suppose we can speak now?
Suppose, if you want to, unless you want to make me weak again. Rude.
Oh, I'm just going to go to bed, guys. I'll see you in the morning.
Mom and Dad are arguing.
I hate it when you fight.
There is... Well, I mean, maybe someone here might have forgotten, but we do still have to return to Goodmead, and perhaps there's still a Verbig to take care of. But also, I'd like to go back to Cardinaval, at least on the way, and East Haven. You should go to East Haven.
Be that as it may, I think it prudent that Svieta and I have a discussion to address what happened. I think this discussion needs to happen sooner rather than later so we can continue on our journey together. Carnelian, if you'd excuse us, I think it best that we have this discussion in private.
You're in the common room. Go to your room.
Excuse us.
Carnelian's like,
Excuse
Get out of here.
public space, go away.
my public space. No.
Carnelian is just gonna he's like, oh, that's it. Get the violin out and just be like, start playing some happy, upbeat music.
So,
We
perhaps
do have individual rooms.
yeah,
So yeah.
we could have a discussion upstairs.
Okay.
Okay. Your room or mine? Wait.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Think about it.
Too late.
Your room.
All right. Very well. This way.
Okay.
I'll lead you in. I'm still actually holding the book wide open, and then when we get in there, I'll sort of close it shut and put it away. So, what happened this morning? With this corpse, that I want to make it clear. That was not me. That person who weakened you, that person who casted rites on that corpse, that was not me.
Why did he do that? Why does he want to interrupt Sylvanas?
So, you've probably gathered this already, but perhaps I'm not the most devout follower of Callan, for you may have gathered that.
I got a
suppose.
hint or two.
Maybe slightly, yeah. I can't help but feel, although yes, I did wake up feeling empowered, I also feel that with great power comes great responsibility. No, I'm sorry.
Marvel, please don't sue.
No, I feel like he's willing to bestow these gifts upon me, but not for free, and I feel like it's time to pay the piper. I'm sorry, not again. It's time to show some devotion. I believe he's basic. I feel like he's given me these additional abilities, but I feel like he's making it clear that if I want to continue down this path, I need to start actually showing some devotion and faith, and that I cannot continue on this purely, like curious path of just using it, for my own benefits. I think Callan reminded me that he is very much giving me these gifts, and that I need to start paying him, essentially, and I feel like he used this and made this an example, and I feel like I need to perhaps... I didn't mean to get in your way, and I feel like we can avoid this sort of thing happening again. I feel like Callan made an example, and I just wanted to apologize for my actions.
What have you been doing for Callan that gives you the right to... him the right to interrupt my ceremonies and sacrifices?
I'm learning a bit about... I have to admit, I'm learning a lot about Callan myself through this whole experience, but he has very strong beliefs. Well, that's not really beliefs, because it's him. He has certain ways that, in his eyes, must be followed. I did not realize that he followed them so closely and perhaps so strongly. I've, up to this stage, read what I needed to get where I am, without really knowing what I was reading. I just wanted to be able to heal people using magic, and so to see this display, it's really it's an eye-opening experience, really. I've never really dabbled with magic at all, and certainly never with the divine. So this is all very new to me, and I did not realize that the divine could hold such power. So I am a little fearful, I admit. However, I think we can form some kind of understanding where I'm able to perhaps follow in Callan's path a little more devoutly without clashing with your god's beliefs. But I think I need to learn a little bit more about your gods and what is needed from them, so that we don't, so our gods don't step on each other's toes, shall we say?
It's going to be a rough triangle of understanding. I can't have you protecting every dead body, but you can't also stop Wodun with what he needs to do. If he wants to tell you what it is, it's up to him. But I understand your God's as powerful as mine, and he requires certain things from you, and I didn't mean to kick you, I'm sorry. If it wasn't actually you who did it.
It's fine. I think a kick is acceptable.
Just like that aching rib.
Look, we'll shake on it, and we'll have to dance around each other sometimes, but you cannot interrupt me again.
And I do not intend to, and I hope we can avoid a similar situation happening.
Hopefully. Maybe... No. I want to become a healer, but I don't want to follow your Callan if he's going to pull tricks like that.
Callan is more powerful than I realized. He also has a much closer tie to his followers than I realized as well.
Yeah.
So I will do my best to follow in his steps, but also to avoid interrupting your following, as I know you need to do.
Yes, I would prefer you not to be there next time.
Yes. Gods are powerful. I didn't realize.
Yeah. Well, when they save you from other gods, then you gotta pay them in whatever way you can.
Yes, we don't want a god fight on our hands.
God fight!
No
I feel
thanks.
like perpetual winter's enough
Yeah.
for this place.
I'll offer a hand for you to shake in understanding.
I accept. Yeah, I accept and shake back.
I'm gonna go to my room.
Okay. And so, peacefully, unless there's something else anyone wants to do, the night passes. And you are, I'm assuming, woken up early. You never agreed on anything, though. Are you staying? Are you going?
We can discuss it over breakfast.
Sure. The common room is open, and Ali seems to have already put down some eggs with knuckle trout
Your favorite.
and
Yay.
some not bad
Little
but
sausages
slightly
and
stale
things.
toast.
It's toast. It's like the
Yeah,
bread might have
slightly
been
stale. It's hearty enough. Put it that way. But
eggs get put down in front of Carnelian and they're just gone.
So,
A fine breakfast, thank you, Ali. And I'll just give her a little smile.
she's like, "Oh, I don't know how to take that. You're welcome, dear." And she bustles about. It looks to me there's a couple of people now that are in this common room that weren't there the night before, and you can see a few people are someone's trying to hide it, but they point over to you guys and they seem to be talking amongst each other. And then people might come and go. It's a bit more crowded than it was before, but it's not super busy.
Seems like we're the talk of the town at the moment.
I'll lean forward to cover away from the crowd and just be like, I think we should leave today.
We should, yes.
Yes,
Too much attention.
I agree. I need to find a
Yeah,
bookstore.
okay. Sorry, did that follow my
Why a
style?
bookstore?
Are you okay?
Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't talk with food in my mouth.
No, you shouldn't.
Look, yeah, we can leave today. That's fine.
You seem sad.
I like it here, but yeah, you're right. We do need to move on. We should get back to Olivessa.
Yeah. All the Verbig.
Oh yes, that damned Verbeeg.
Is he
My
nearby?
vengeance.
He was nearby, wasn't he?
He's back near Goodmead.
We can make a detour.
You knew there was a library in Caer Dineval.
Although it was burnt down.
Still, there's bound to be books.
Might be small books,
Possible.
some readings. Yes. Well, the reason I'm searching for more books is I want to learn more about my god, because my god is actually more powerful than I realized, and I've found respect and fear for him.
Sorry, I feel like there's maybe there was a misunderstanding. Sorry, do you not understand what a god is?
I wouldn't go as far as saying I do not understand what a god is, but I would say that coming from a background of science and medicine, gods were very much something that priests, worshipped and were able to do certain miracles and back in my time in Baldur's Gate, there was I saw miracles performed, healing miracles, but they charged a fortune, and I never really understood why they had to charge the prices they did. The reason I joined the church is so that I could learn these abilities and distribute them myself, because I don't believe in having to pay, and only the rich being able to afford healthcare. So basically what I'm saying is I'm Bernie Sanders.
I was going to make a
Wait.
joke about...
And clerics don't provide healing for your people for free?
Where I'm from, it's very much a trading town.
You offered him silver. Wouldn't this be a surprise? Wouldn't this be a surprise to you that he doesn't charge? The first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
No,
know. Just
sorry,
something to point out.
That's a good point, actually.
I
But still,
thought that healing services were generally a paid service in Faerun.
A lot of the times, yes. It's considered like a tithe in a way, like a donation to the church. some healer, like some clerics, didn't charge much. Just let people set their own price. But certain deities and clerics view it more transactional and do demand sort of.
Yeah, and I would add that my views on this almost exclusively from what I witnessed at Baldur's Gate. I wouldn't say that I have a worldly view. And there might even be places in Baldur's Gate that do offer it for free, but from what I've seen in my experience there, it was a paid service. So that was the main motivation, was to try and be able to learn these abilities for myself without having, because I didn't like the greed that I personally had, or Horacio had personally associated with those services.
Baldur's Gate definitely would be more transactional about it. It's a rough place, and that kind of thing is not unusual for Baldur's Gate.
So, yes, I mean, you're right. I had very little understanding of my god. I chose him because I felt that he would be my best lead into learning some kind of magic to, at the very least, prevent death and perhaps offer some kind of healing. And so this is really the first time that I've actually experienced genuinely a connection with my god. And now I feel more of a believer, I suppose you could say.
Well, so we settled then. We go to Cadenival, and then we kill a Verbig. And then everyone's god is happy.
We also
Sounds
have to
good.
take the cart back to...
After the Verbig, yes.
And then...
You would know that the forest is right on Goodmead, so you'd be probably arriving at Goodmead before you did anything like that.
Where's East Haven in relation to where we are?
To the east.
So you
Is it
continue
close,
down.
or-
You continue down the main road that you're on past Cadenival, and then there is a crossroad that leads either south to Goodmead, east to East Haven, or west to Bryn Shander.
Okay.
We've kind of been almost following a river as we've travelled north.
Yeah,
That river will eventually lead to East Haven.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a crossroads that you can then take to East Haven, but you would then not be going to Goodmead. So it's up to you guys. But if you're resolving to lead today, you can, and I can.
Let's go.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good to leave. Yes, I'm ready to go.
Okay, and so you get the dogs ready. A few people in town, when they realize you're leaving, come out, and they give you sort of like, not like a full parade or anything, but they give you sort of cheers, and you hear a couple well wishes as you eventually leave town. You travel south, back along the road that you took to come up here, and it's only a few hours to Cadenival, excluding any particular weather or anything like that. But it seems at the moment that everything's clear.
Oh, good, not a blizzard.
And so you arrive again in Cadenival. Now, the road will take you through the town if you want to take it. You could skirt the town if you want, if you're not interested in actually going through. Or you could just go through without necessarily stopping. It's up to you. Yeah. What would you like to do?
Do we have any business in Cadenival?
Your book?
Do they have a library here? Is this where
They
they
had a library.
had a library? Wouldn't mind a quick look if we wouldn't mind stopping
the
in there.
speaker here seems to be rather well read. I do also have a question for the speaker about the Chris.
Oh, the Charlemagne, whatever it was.
Charlemagne.
The crystal.
Charlemagne. Yes, well, perhaps we could go have a quick talk to them on our
Okay.
way through.
So you could hook around to the actual care itself if you want to.
Yeah, it's all
I mean,
sort of within that.
we are welcome there as far as we are concerned.
Yeah, and if that's the case, if you do decide to arrive, they almost immediately open the gate for you. They see you coming, they know who you are. The gate opens, and you're allowed into the keep. Is your intent to go straight to the speaker, or you know where his office is?
We might as well.
Yeah.
On your way to the speaker's office, You're about to. There's sort of a waiting room that is right before, and just as you're about to go and knock on the door, coming out of the speaker's room, you recognize his old scribe Lanthus. He closes the door, and you see he has a stack of papers with him, carrying in his hand. And he turns around and he recognizes all of you. And he looks at Carnelian and says, it's good that you have arrived. You were asking a question last time you were here. I think I might have some information for you.
Carnelian's eyes will open and he'll pick. Yes.
Well, unfortunately, you'll have to find out what happens next week on Reflex.
Motherfucker. This guy wasn't a better. Oh my god.
That was good.
This summer, the not-so-holy man makes his trek. One priest's journey. A holy pilgrimage to death. Stalking the Icewind Dale killers. Was it Icewind Dale stranglers? Nope.
He actually says that.
Nope. No, that's not it. The Icewind Dale Desecrators on their hunt for more bodies.
I like it.
This is great.
That's the name for you two. The Icewind Dale Desecrators. Well, that's where I see you now, apparently.
This summer. Nope, this winter.
Perpetual winter?
Nope.
Prepare yourself for perpetual dawn.